In order to give this otherwise mundane activity a twist, we have all been requested to select a book, do our research, and prepare a PowerPoint presentation and speak about it. This group activity proved to be an engaging task where all of the students participated. A lot of hard work has gone into making this activity possible, and we hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Good afternoon everyone presented here to witness the book review by Jacks of all trades. I will be introducing the book and the author. Modern India nowadays can be so confusing. How do we tell the difference between tradition and chauvinism, religion and communalism? How do we tell the difference between a citizen and an idiot? All these questions are answered by Daksh Tyagi's insightful and hugely entertaining A Nation of Idiots, a book that takes on the uncomfortable, the unsettling and often misunderstood modern Indian life. Daksh Tyagi is an Indian author who lives in Sydney. His style is a unique mix of crisp wit and sardonic observational humor. Daksh was present in Australia during the racism attacks of 2008, when Australian students of Indian ethnicity were being attacked. But in Daksh's perspective, all the information circulating in our society were just numbered, isolated, exaggerated facts by the Indian media, which created a hysteria, and Daksh Tyagi started to feel insecure when everyone was asking him if he was okay, while he was perfectly safe in that country. This exaggerated news could be the actual reason the racism attacks started, because no one knew what came first. All the cultures brought down by our elders are just accepted, even if they seem evil and unkind. People feel that the practices they are performing are evil, but none take steps in knowing why we do it and why are we still doing it. The fact that Indian people believe and accept everything without even questioning them once lit a spark in Daksh Tyagi and inspired him to write this book. Now my friend Rajat Joshi will be summarizing the book.
Hello everybody. Today I will be summarizing the book A Nation of Idiots by Daksh Tyagi. The book is about our country, India, and it highlights how we are converting into a nation of idiots. But what is a nation of idiots? One might be wondering. Basically, it is a group of people that forces us to believe in their logic, their reasons, and their way of life. Their logic either confuses us or expects us to follow their thoughts blindly, which practically makes no sense. The author has also stressed that the idiots are increasing at an alarming rate. It does not exist until it comes to life. In no time, mark my words, in no time, it has its members in millions. You might be aware of the communal riots going in our country. Do you think any sensible or intelligent person would participate in these things? No, only the idiotic members of our society participate in these things, and they even attract the other idiotic members of our society who get offended easily. Hence, I request you to think logically rather than getting emotional and getting into these things. What defines an ideal Indian man? Firstly, hatred for Pakistan. Secondly, his desire to be first wherever he goes. Even for the bride in his wedding, he must be her first. Thirdly, he must defend his irrational belief system, even though he knows that it is wrong. In the next part, the author has tried to give a small solution to the problem. He says that the freedom of speech, freedom of religion given to us does not work, but we can ask questions, isn't it? In the next part, the author has explained the state of Indian women that is sad and deplorable. He says a majority of the Indian women have a habit that the expectation from their children in the field in which they are good at is very high, and hence they expect their children to be good at that field, even if they have no interest in it. In the next part, the author has explained the combination of religion and politics. He explains how these politicians provoke the people in the name of religion, and they also get involved in these misleading activities. Hence, we should not vote out of religion, but for the issues we are facing. In the last part, the author has explained the nature of Indian media that shows the most provocative headlines to increase their TRP. In the news, truth is never shown fully. Do you think that the truth is shown fully? Never. They just show us the news and do not tell us the reason why it happened. In the end, the author has given solutions on how we can diffuse an idiot. Firstly, we have to identify the type of idiot, whether it is religious, gullible, or arrogant. Then we should ask questions. What it does, that it will tell you where you stand. And the one on the other side will also know what he exactly said. Now, my friend Harsh Yadav will be conveying us the message of the book. Thank you.
And now I will talk about the message or the theme of the book. The best authors are the ones who observe the society and people in such a way in which many renowned authors are able to do. The book, A Nation of Idiots, written by Daksh Tyagi, explores different genres like humor, culture, and comedy of thought. It also has an important message for our society. At a first look, the title of the book looks to be very offensive, but the message depicted in the book is very. As the title suggests, the book criticizes the unjustifiable norms and the fashion of our society. It criticizes how we Indians respond insensibly and inertly to a situation as we please. It points out the hypocrisy of our society and the double standards of it. It also suggests us ways on how to deal with such idiots and not to be one among them. The author wants us to understand that we live in a primitive, narrow-minded and selfish society which needs to be changed, or else the future generations would suffer. The message is to modify our way of thinking and not following others blindly. Before following anyone blindly, we should analyze it with a rational thinking and not get carried away by these isolated or exaggerated beliefs. There are many problems in our society, but the two most dangerous of them are the game of politics and the discrimination based on religion. In our country, they are played by powerful people in such a way that they affect the feeling of the common man. Basically, the common man is being used by such powerful people. We have a couple of exams and qualifications for even the smallest post possible nowadays. But the question is, do we even have a single exam or qualification for becoming a political leader? You all know the answer very well. I feel that the book is an eye-opener for us, as it inculcates the skillful logical reasoning ability in us. In the end, I would like to say that you should analyze and try to question before following anything blindly.
Good morning to you all. The very first chapter of the book emphasizes on the fact that we Indians either don't question much or simply aren't expected to question by society. However, as sensible and modern citizens, we should have a practical and judicious approach to things if we really want our nation to excel in all spheres. So some eye-opening and challenging questions to our society could be: 1. Why asking questions to our own countrymen is considered as an act of foreign influence, anti-national or even terrorist. This is very depressing for the author and for us as a democratic and a transparent nation. Second, we decide our political leaders on 3 criteria: religion, community and family. Family means generally what our family votes for, we also vote for the same person. So are these 3 the most important criteria that a progressive nation like India should ponder upon to decide its future? And lastly, when did the Indian media officially start manufacturing news? The media, which had to be neutral and unbiased in its coverage, is now deciding how the masses should think and act. So we really need to develop a strong questioning ability to overcome all barriers of hatred, discrimination and suspicion. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Aishman Shah and I will tell you all about things that I learned from this book. I learned that a mindset of an average Indian citizen is not correct. It is often shrouded by religion, propaganda and tradition, and such people don't even allow other people who are free of this bias to think, raise their voice and ask questions. I learned about how media is often hyperbolic and not as reliable as it may previously seem at first glance. I learned about how the state of women in our society is not right and they should be treated with more courtesy. But the most important thing I learned was that religion is now something that allows us to hope and believe in the future, but just a tool for some political leader to accumulate more power. To end this, I would like to say that we all feel truly elated that we were given an opportunity to write a review on such a well thought out, practical and existential book by Daksh Tyagi. I would like to thank our teacher, Ms. Bhavna Shwanam, for giving us the opportunity to write a review. I would also like to thank each and every single member of my team, including Dhyan Singh Samant for creating the PowerPoint presentation, Rajat Joshi for writing a majority of the script, Harsh Yadav who introduced the book for us, and Ritik Joshi who researched the book and explained to us the topic in meticulous detail, while I handled the overall production. This has been the PowerPoint presentation on A Nation of Idiots by Daksh Tyagi by the group The Jack of All Trades. Thank you.
Absolutely amazing, mind-boggling. And I would also like to say the first thing is that I would like to thank Bhavna ma'am because I never thought that this kind of activity is even possible with you boys. But it's like wonderful, and I would like to congratulate that she has been able to inspire you all to have come up with such a thing. It's not just about the speaking skills because all of you spoke very eloquently and it was wonderful. But I had started thinking that we have lost the critical thinking, and the new generation that is coming up in our country will be totally washed off of our actual past history because of the propaganda and the fake news that is in the air. But when I'm seeing this presentation, I am like really into a different zone altogether because I'm feeling so elated and happy that you people are so aware, evolved and thinking so critically, because I thought that, hey, not everybody would be thinking critically about the country. But over here, you people have, like, I think it's totally amazing, mind-boggling, wonderful thing. And thank you, man, once again. I didn't want to speak anything because I don't have to come over here and speak. But this has been so damn impressive that I just forgot control of
The
myself.
basic idea behind the entire activity was putting them in a group, one, so that they learn from each other, and second was because they have so much of internet time at home. Most of it is internet time. I wanted them to use it constructively.
Exactly.
They've done all their research and all together, and they put it together in a very beautiful fashion.
Yeah, really
So
wonderful.
a big round of applause for
Yes.
this.
I'm hoping that I have only given you the storyboard of the English project in a very effective manner. I hope the project's gonna come out this nice.
Okay, sir, second you.
Yeah.
Very well.
Hello, good morning to all who are present here. My name is Naman Kumar Chandra. We ex-ambassadors are going to present a book titled Grow Younger, Live Longer by Deepak Chopra and David Sandel. Our team consists of me, Naman Kumar Chandra, and our friends Hartikana, Bharat and Naman Kanta. Now, I will hand over this book review to my fellow mate Hartikana.
Yeah, come, little boys.
Hello and welcome
Stop it.
to the movement. His books and videos have made him one of the best known and wealthiest figures in alternative medicine. His discussions of quantum healing have been characterized as techno-babbling. That is, incoherent babbling strewn with scientific terms which drives those who actually understand physics crazy and has redefining wrong. Chopra studied medicine in India before emigrating in 1970 to the United States, where he completed a residency in internal medicine and a fellowship in endocrinology. As a licensed physician, in 1980 he became chief of staff of the England New Memorial Hospital. In 1985 he met Maharishi Mahesh Yogi and became involved in the transcendental meditation movement. Shortly thereafter, he resigned his position at NIMH to establish the Maharishi Ayurveda Health Center in 1993. Chopra gained the following after he was interviewed about his books on the Oprah Winfrey Show. He then left the TM movement to become the executive director of Sharp's Healthcare Center for Mind, Body and Medicine. In 1996, he co-founded the Chopra Center for Wellbeing. Chopra claims that a person may attain perfect health, a condition that is free from disease, that never feels pain, and that cannot breathe or die. Seeing the human body as undergirded by a quantum mechanical body composed not of matter but energy and information, we believe that human aging is fluid and changeable. It can be sped up, slowed down, stopped for a time, and even reverse itself, as determined by one's state of mind. He claimed that his practices can also treat chronic disease. Now my friend Naman Kamta will tell you all about the summary of the book.
Good morning everyone. My name is Naman Kantpal and I am going to summarize the book Grow Younger, Live Longer. It is written by Deepak Chopra and his colleague David Simon. The main appeal of the book is its simplicity of its ideas, the way they are put. The author set about to change a certain mindset we associate with aging. It challenges our traditional views and calls upon the society to look upon the senior citizens as vibrant, full of energy, from whom the younger section can learn. It also calls upon the aging people to change their psychological state of mind, not to get stuck in a particular habitual pattern. The target audience of the book is not just the younger section, but also anyone who wants to live a youthful, healthy and joyful life. It gives us power to deal with everyday stresses of life, to calm the body and spirit, to strengthen your body, and through the body your inner self and soul. The tools given in the book are not complicated. In fact, they are simple. Anyone can follow them by having a go at them. They are not time consuming. They do not take much time out of your daily tasks. You can do them anywhere. For example, at work, at home, when you are on a walk, or when you are just relaxing on a chair after a stressful day. This book throws light upon the customs of various ancient civilizations, yoga, meditation, and Tai Chi. Yoga and meditation, for instance, had their rebirth. Another thing in this book contains author's website giving information about his center in America. Also about various herbal tonics that is good in a way that author is providing more literature to the interested public. But also tells that he is using this book as a platform to promote his various business ventures. But in the end, I must say that author has certainly succeeded. He has written his views with remarkable clarity. Just reading through this book will jumpstart the process of growing younger. At last, I want to say a quote. People don't grow old. When they stop growing, they become old. Now my friend Prajwal Silohi will tell you the state of mind of the author and what we learn from him.
Good morning everyone. My name is Prajwal Silohi. I am going to throw some light on the theme imparted by the author. In the book Grow Younger, Live Longer, Live Younger by Deepak Chopra and David Simon, the author mind revolves around proving that human aging is reversible. The author talks a conversation about the world. The author thinks that your essential state of mind is the field of infinite possibilities. He says that our body is inseparably. He thinks that every human is proficient in taking quantum leaps in perception and interpretation. His state of mind revolves around chronological age, biological age, and psychological age. He thinks that reality is flexible and subject to revision, that you are a part of larger scheme. You are moving from few strands of cosmic web of energy, transformation and intelligence. What we learned by reading the book Live Younger, Live Longer is that science of aging, meaning and application of restful awareness deep, nourishing components, mind and body integration, eliminating toxins from life, flexibility and creativity in consciousness, love and youthful mind. Now, my friend Hardik Rana will take on the stage to tell you all about the conclusion and our experience while working on the book review.
Conclusion. Human aging is reversible. Scientific research shows that we can literally turn back the markers of getting old, including blood pressure, muscle strength, cholesterol levels, and many others. Using the tools in this book, you can learn specific strategies for melting away those biological years so you can feel, perform, and look like you did as many as 15 years ago. Grow Younger, Live Longer is a complete anti-aging manual, including a simple program at the heart of which are 10 essential steps. If you incorporate these into your weekly routine, your age reversal process will soon be underway. Combining all the knowledge and the pioneering spirit that made Ageless Body, Timeless Mind into a huge international bestseller with all the latest discoveries in mind-body medicine, Grow Younger, Live Longer will show millions of readers around the world how they can achieve a long life filled with joy and vitality. Now I am going to tell you all about my experience while making the book review. Working together with a group can be a challenging task, but in some cases, but luckily I work well with my group members. The decisions we made were anonymous, although we paced ourselves individually when working on different aspects of the book review. As a group, we believe that we connected well on an interpersonal level as 4 of us were able to make any alterations to any problem together. As a group, we were able to make alterations to any problems together. We as a group listened to everyone, and the book we were working on was truly an immaculate experience. Now my friend Naman Kamra will thank you all for being here on the book review.
Thank you very much for being together with us on our book review today. We ex-ambassadors hope the teachings imparted by the book Grow Younger, Live Longer will be applied us in our daily life. I would also like to thank Ms. Bhavna Shonak to give us a chance to present our views on the book. I would also like to thank my group members for cooperating and helping us to present this book review. Thank you.
This time also the choice of the book was very good, but for group 2, my inference is that if you compare yourself with the previous group, you will find out that it was a speaking activity, not a reading activity, first thing first. And by reading, all of you lost connect, because you were using a lingo that was not like very commonly used words or vocabularies, right? They had a topic which would be, of course, this is very pertinent and relevant to each one of us, but then again, it involved certain technicalities which needs to be translated in a way that everybody can understand it. But you just lost the whole thing by simply reading it out, and it was just not the connect that you established. The previous group, everybody came and had an eye contact with each and everybody seated over here, and they were able to make a connect, and their presentation was very good. Though you've used a lot of colors and everything else, your presentation could be considered to be greater, but it was not a presentation making activity, it was a speaking activity. And did you people speak is something that you need to respect yourself. Otherwise, good job, but then again, think about it. If you do not answer in pertinence to the question, should you be awarded marks for it? This is one thing which you people say, sir, मैंने तो 2.5 पन्ने लिख दिए। 2.5 पन्ने किस चीज की? सैल्वाडोर में फ्रिट्स की कहानी लिख दी। How does it, how does it justify? So you're getting it? Where you lost? Good job still.
All right, take a break. Next, Malik.
826 million. It is the number of books that were sold in the United States alone in the previous year. A very good morning to one and all present here. Today I, Maulik Sanwal of Team Plethora, would be presenting our book review on the book Dark Matter. Why we chose the name Plethora? Except it being a beautiful word, we chose it because it has a deep meaning. It means a plentiful of something, just like we have plenty of compassion, knowledge and passion. So let me just introduce you to my team. My team consists of me, Maulik Sanwal, my friend Mohammad Zaid, Mohammad Hifzan and Bhaskar Upreti. So now let's just know something about the book. The book Dark Matter is one of the best novels I've ever come across. The author put in an essence of love, science fiction and mystery, all together making it a wonderful book. I would highly recommend you to read it if you can ever come across it. And about the author, it is written by Mr. William Blake Crouch, who was born on the 15th of October 1978, and he's one of the best-selling novelists and screenwriter. He has been constantly producing great novels since 2004. He mainly writes on the topics related to mystery, science fiction and thriller, of which Dark Matter is a thorough combination of all. Some of his notable works include the Wayward Pines trilogy, which was also adapted in the 2015 television series The Wayward Pines, and the famous Dark Matter upon which we will be talking today. Now my friend Mohammed Zaid will tell us something about the plot of this book.
Hello everyone, my name is Mohammed Zaid and today I am going to tell you about the plot of this book Dark Matter. Dark Matter is a brilliant plotting tale and amazingly strange. It is a science fiction thriller novel by American writer Blake Crouch. It was first published in the United States in July 2016. Dark Matter is the story about Jason Desmond, a physicist and intensely devoted family man and with a lackluster career. One day he is kidnapped and sent to a parallel universe where he finds another version of his life unfold because of some different decisions he had made 15 years ago. Book draws many words, interpretation of quantum mechanics, which poses that every possible outcome of every event creates a new universe or world, which runs as a whole. He finds that world both similar and different from his real life, but the power of love was so strong that he is able to find his way home and rejoin his family. Now I will throw some light on the protagonist. Jason Desmond is a physics professor and a former quantum mechanics physicist who resides in Chicago with his wife Daniela and their son Charlie. He is kidnapped and drugged. He wakes up in a science lab and stumbles out a metal tube. He discovers that he is in alternate Chicago where 15 years previously he decided not to marry Daniela and pursue his career as the physicist. In this world, he builds up a metal cube that enables the occupants to move between countless worlds made by every possible outcome of every event. Determined to return his own Chicago and his wife and son, when he reaches his own world, he saw that another version of his life, means Jason too, is living with his wife and son. He convinced both Daniela and Charlie that he is the real Jason. And they all escape from Jason too. He flees with his family to the metal cube to start a new life in another world. Now I will be handing over the stage to my fellow mate Izan.
Hello everyone, my name is Mohammad Izan and I will tell you about the state of mind of the author. In 2014, Crouch shared early ideas he had for Dark Matter with the American author Marcus Sackey. Crouch and Sackey often had brainstorming sessions where they discussed new books they were writing. Crouch's decision to set Dark Matter in Chicago came partly out of sentimentality. Crouch explained that life is full of mysteries, but that there are many more beneath the surface that we cannot see, just as the dark matter in the universe is hidden from our view. Crouch's interest in quantum mechanics began when he read an article on it in science fiction. His fascination in the subject grew further when experimental quantum physicist R. D. O'Connell demonstrated that subatomic particles occupy in multiple realities. This led Crouch to ask himself whether to trust what we see before our eyes. Crouch explained that dark matter is all about the nature of reality and of identity, and of questioning whether to trust what we see before our eyes. Now, my friend Bhaskar would be explaining us what we learned through this novel.
A very warm welcome to everyone present here. What we learned. William gave us a deep knowledge of infinity and multiverse. How can a single decision can temper the reality? The multiverse is a strange and exciting concept, and dark matter manages to use this concept to give us an engaging and exciting story. Life consists of simple truths that we accept without any question. Living a life that is full of tragedies, getting married, making plans for the future. The multiverse is a strange and exciting concept. And dark matter manages to use this concept of the multiverse to tell us a unique and engaging story. Mr. William, keeping all the nerdy stuff aside, he included an essence of love and determination. He showed us the power of real love and how it is the best way of being determined.
Now I will be telling you something about the conclusion, what we concluded from this book. I would like to conclude by stating that dark matter is a thorough combination of emotions, fun, and smartness. All of this while also giving us a theoretical understanding of physics, much, much better than any other orthodox book can ever give you. Come on, let's just accept that they are boring. But Mr. Blake explained the same in a very, very engaging way. You cannot leave the book in between if you ever start to read. Three questions that came to our mind after reading this novel were, by whom was Jason kidnapped? It is a very exciting question as that was the main start of the plot. What could Jason have done to prevent all of this? Could Jason have done something else which could have changed all of this? Was taking his family to a universe after all of this to start a peaceful life a good idea? Or what if it contributed in tampering more realities? Now, as our presentation is over, I would like to tell you something about what we experienced while researching. This group project gave us a lot of brilliant opportunity to discover about many new things, such like learning about the author, learning about new books and his other creations, which was so mindful that you cannot even experience. We experienced working as a team, which is one of the basic life skills you need. A team is something that can help you in so many things. Working as a team gives you experience, enhancing our speaking skills. Speaking skills are such a necessity that if you can't express yourself in clear words, then it is not as good as you And most importantly, researching. Researching is the base of knowledge. If you know how to research properly, you can gain a lot of knowledge from anywhere. Now I would like to especially thank Mrs. Bhavna Shonak, our English teacher, who gave us this brilliant opportunity to work on this project. All of my team, Tathora, our parents who were very supportive, all of our friends, and Mr. Amit Massey who joined us while this presentation. Thank you.